Scientists explain why it is dangerous to sleep with pets. We all know that a dog is a man's best friend, so why not let him sleep in bed with you? These furry little guys are all soft and cuddly like a pillow, and with them by your side, you know that they'll protect you from burglars. The idea of having a dog sleep on its lonely little dog bed just sounds torturous to you. So, of course, you're going to let your pal snuggle up into the comfort of your own king-size mattress. But is there a downside to letting your pet sleep in your bed or even hugging your dog? And is there a downside to hugging your pets? Well, you may just be surprised to find out. It turns out that science states that it might not be the best idea to sleep with your pets. Yep, you heard me right. According to the veterinary and health expert Dr. Jane Heller of Charles Sturt University, close contact with your pet can increase your chances of sickness and infection. Interested in finding out why science says that it's not the best idea to sleep or hug your pets? Well, keep watching to find out. Before we begin this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more daily tips like this, and turn on notifications so you never miss our new videos. Number 4, bacteria. Dr. Jane Heller states that pets are not sterile, so there's always some chance of bacterial or parasitic transfer from companion animals to humans. And clearly those risks are greater if you're sleeping in or generally closely sharing the same environment as your animals. For example, you can actually get ear mites. These are tiny little mites that are usually found in animals like cats and dogs, but they can also be found in humans. Gross, right? They spread very quickly and are found within the ear canal of their host. That's pretty disturbing to know, but it's actually the truth. There's always a risk of bacteria transferring from animals to humans, and as much as it sucks to hear, it is something you should take into consideration when you're sleeping with your pet. Especially if your pet is outside a lot or is in constant contact with wilderness or other animals. Just something to keep in mind. By the way, scientists also state that people should never hug their pets. Stick around until the end to find out. Number 3, fleas and ticks. Other things like fleas and ticks can also attach themselves to your bedding, which will end up being a nuisance to clean. Even if you may not be able to see them on your dog, they could still be there. In order to minimize the risk of getting these things, you should have your pets dewormed and vaccinated. In addition, you should be giving your pets regular baths, as well as checking their ears for possible mites. Number 2, suffocation. When people sleep with their pets, there's also a risk of accidentally rolling over on them, particularly if they're very small. This can result in suffocation and potentially death. Although these chances are very slim, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? Number 1, interrupts sleep. Sleeping with a pet can also have a harmful effect on your health. If you are a light sleeper, it can disturb your sleep, possibly causing increased stress throughout the day. Sleep is a huge part of our overall bodily health, and if our pets tend to move around a lot or dream, it may affect your sleeping patterns. Now that you know why scientists say it is dangerous to sleep with pets, here is why they also say that it's dangerous to hug your dog or other animal. If you own a dog or have owned a dog or animals in the past, you know how hard it is not to shower them with affection. Now, affection can be a ton of ear scratches or belly rubs. For many of us though, showering our pet with affection usually means hugging them. After all, they are just so adorable, right? But there have been a lot of arguments about whether or not you should be hugging your dog. Apparently, dogs and other domestic animals don't really enjoy being hugged. They just kind of deal with it. Now, since the general consensus is that you shouldn't hug your animals, there's been some pushback. For example, certain online publications have fired back in their headlines with things like 25 dogs who clearly love hugs, but it's important to know all the facts. Dog and animal psychology. Turns out, this all started with a weekly column in Psychology Today called Canine Corner, run by Dr. Stanley Coren, who has a long history of dog psychology and science. That being said, while Coren's point of view on the matter should be taken seriously, he does note that his column is based solely on observation and not a peer-reviewed study. Still, simple behavior patterns provide an answer to the question, should you hug your dog? The big answer seems to be pointing to a big fat no. Anybody who's owned a dog or other fluffy, cute, furry domestic animal knows what their distressed animal looks like. However, you might notice they're showing those signs as you hug them. The face animals make when you hug them. The reason why we say they don't like being hugged is because of what they look like when we're hugging them. Dog cognition scientist Dr. Alexandra Horowitz told The Insider they pin their ears back, they lick their lips, sort of like air licking, or they yawn, which is another stress behavior, or they move to get away, or they show this kind of whale eye posture. You can see the whites of their eyes. Dogs will show behavior that shows they are uncomfortable when you're hugging them, says Horowitz. Horowitz sums it up quite easily by saying that dogs simply deal with being hugged. When it comes to other animals like cats, they will exhibit similar behavior. And if you've ever owned a cat, you probably already know what a cat does when it doesn't want to be picked up or hugged. They can get pretty violent. Children and animals. There is a danger in consistently hugging your pet though, and that danger is the easily impressionable minds of children. If you're a person who hugs your pet, any child in your family may believe they can hug it too. This is dangerous because plenty of pets have a lower threshold of patience for children. Even if a child in your home hugs your pet without problems, the same may not happen with another animal. All in all, this is mostly common sense, and you don't need to be a trained scientist in dog cognition to teach children the limitations of dealing with dogs or any animals. Still, holding back on hugs in general may be the solution. Lastly, Dr. Horowitz explains that though we think we're spreading love to our pets via hugs, it's probable that they do not quite see it that way. So while we're not saying to stop hugging or sleeping with your pets, it's always a good idea to keep certain things in mind when taking care of a pet. Pets become members of our family and make up a huge part of a person's life. So if you're worried about your pet's health or safety, take some of these things in the video into consideration. Of course, you can always speak to a professional like a vet if you ever need some advice or helpful information about how to improve your pet's life and ensure that they are living a happy and healthy life. So, do you hug your dog or sleep with your pets often? Why or why do you not think that it's dangerous to do so? Let us know in the comment section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.